Okay, we're moving on now. We're in a town called Montmedy. We're heading through the town. We're going to go and have a look. We're always doing the war cemeteries, and we've done Polish and British and French and all things like that, and the occasional, well, we're Australian, Canadian, we've even seen Indian. Russian. What else have we had?
Russian.
We've had Russian, yeah, we've done Russian. But we have seen a few German graves. We saw some in Estonia, and then you get the odd one occasionally on the front on the thing. But I think here there's a proper German cemetery, and this is Montmedy. So that's what we're going to go and have a look at, if we can find it.
Well, the church, the church, if you can get in the church.
So. And I killed myself laughing and it fell off.
Me too.
Well, we're just coming to the church in Montmedy. It's that's a different font. I've not seen a font like that before. Look at that. And that there, look, the spiral staircase. Huh? Very modern paintings. Yeah, that must be just after he told him to fish on the other side of his boat, if I'm right in my Bible stories. Different. Yeah, different. Not anything really special or anything, like the spiral staircase. I think it's Peter, isn't it? The fisherman. Is Peter the fisherman? Christine? Is Peter the fisherman? Is Peter the fisherman? Yeah, in other words, you don't know. No. Well, yeah, I think I'm fairly sure the story goes that he wasn't catching anything, and Jesus told him to cast his net on the other side of the boat. I think. But yeah, nice little church. Okay, we just reached the cemetery at Montmedy, Car Militaire Montmedy, and then Soldaten Friedhof, which I think is German, Montmedy Military Cemetery. During World War I, Montmedy lay in the rear area of Verdun and filled with military hospitals. The dead of all the nations that fought there fill the cemeteries here. Thus, alongside German and other soldiers, forced labourers are also buried here. What else does it say? Have a look. Forced labourers are also buried here. Oh, what's that? A peaceful, dignified place to remember the suffering. Let's have a look around. So, there you go. So I think they're mainly German. If I remember rightly, the German ones are what are the black crosses. So these are German. I think there's some Allied ones just up there. We'll have a look at those as well. I think these ones with the big cross on, if I remember rightly, they will be French. Are they French? We think this is like a French area. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow,
That's
so
both,
some of these have got quite a lot of graves within them. Buried here. There's a load of names written onto there. But I do remember these crosses from somewhere else that we've been, so there's an awful lot that have been buried here. Well, I think because there's nothing on marking these headstones, that the buried bodies are just all buried in, well, one grave in effect. Yeah, so they'll be put within this long block, same for each one lot. So that, like, mass grave, that's the word I'm looking for. So these are mass grave for the French. These are individuals for the Germans. There's quite a lot here. Musketeer, Lieutenant. They've got their names, which is quite good. We'll have a look at oh, now that's a bit different. Let's have a look at that one. So what does this, oh, it's Jewish, this one. So it's got the Star of David on it. Maz Joseph. Well, I suppose you have to remember that, I suppose the war at that time, in the First World War, it wasn't about race or anything. It was a totally different war. You forget that actually there is a difference. So we've got this in here, First Vaterland. So I don't know what that means. I don't know, so that's something fatherland possibly. Some more mass graves here. These are German, I think, these ones, mass graves. I suppose for the mass graves they might know who they were, but maybe not necessarily which was which. See these crosses, Belgium. So we've got Belgium over here, only knowing that because I recognise the flag. Yeah, Belgium. Belgium. Unusual to see so many of each side, but for the German ones, probably the most that we've seen in any one place. There's whoa, bit of a fall there. We've got one here. Yeah, victim
Civil
Belge. So
I can't translate it. So
I presume that it must have been a, like Christine says, civilian. I do recognise these ones in the middle. So these, what we're coming up to here, would be part of our allies. So these should be British with a gravestone like that. Yeah. So we've got a mixture in here. So some French in there, Italian.
Russian?
Oh yeah, some Italian.
Russes, is that Russian?
Yeah, I think so. Where was that?
Russes.
Yeah, Russian, Italian, French and Belgian here, plus these three Brits. So we'll read those ones out because they're I suppose mean more to us than the others, which is not necessarily a nice thing to say, but Private H. Mellor, Machine Gun Corps, Infantry, 23rd of March 1918. He was 39. And there's a bit of an epitaph at the bottom of that one. It says, "Death hides, it does not divide. Thou art but on Christ's other side."
Sorry?
And then you've got
What was that thing?
2616 Private T. Bould from the Manchester Regiment, 2nd of May 1918. And Private A. Roulton, Royal Inniskilling Fusiliers. It's that 13th of May. And then the individual German ones, which... So, and then there's one up here. So they must all be in, this is a mass grave. There's a list of the individuals, but we, like our Commonwealth grave thing, we mark where they are. So Lance Corporal W.L. Bradley, King's Royal Rifle Corps, 27th of October 1918. Ooh, that's interesting. So he died after actually the end of the war. Oh no, he didn't. November comes after October, doesn't it? He died right at the end of the war. So he's got, what's that, 27, 4, 11, 15 days, 2 weeks before the end of the war he died. Wow. Yeah, that's unlucky. I think we've got a couple more Jewish ones amongst the German graves. They say some of these were labourers as well, so I imagine the German ones are all soldiers. The yeah. Don't know which ones the labourers would be though. It's quite hard to say. Well, I think that they're Belgian. I think. And then you've got some Jewish graves. There's the odd Jewish one. Yeah, the odd one's a broken one here, look. It's a shame. Yeah. No. No. Was there a book?
There was, but there's no
pen.
pen.
Yeah, we've got that a lot just lately. Around Eep, there's always a pen in there, or there seems to be.
Not here.
No. Yeah, very I think it's nice that they're all together. If you know, it's not a cemetery that's dividing sides. You know what I mean? I know a lot of the cemeteries that you see tend to be linked to one side or the other, usually the Allies, well, and not necessarily so much the Allies, the Commonwealth. So the British says on the other side of this, look, pour la patrie, so that'll be for the Patriots or something, I don't know. We've not got any internet, we don't know. Maybe somebody that understands French would know what that is. And Furs Vaterland, I'm presuming that means something like for fatherland. But yeah, that was interesting. We've been to Verdun, so we won't be going there again, and we know that there was an awful lot of fighting here. Done my own interpretation of this. It's yeah, basically it's 2,516 Germans buried here and 303 soldiers of other nations. I've just checked the book out and it's been a year since the book was signed for this cemetery.
Not a pen.
Yeah, but there is no pen.
They're all around the gravestones as
Look
well.
at these.
They're all around the gravestones as well,
Yeah.
they're weird. And all the
Yeah.
leaves as well, look.
Yeah. How strange are they? Yeah, okay. Tomorrow when we get up,
Weather permitting.
weather permitting, as Kristen said, if it's not raining, we're going to take a walk up there. We're already,
We're only 5 minutes from it.
yeah, we're already parked up near the top of that hill anyway. We're a bit further over where the houses are, but we're going to take a walk up there and have a look round that tomorrow. It's not something we planned. We're also, because we are really into death, as you know, possibly going to go and have a look at an ossuary as well.
If it's open.
If it's open.
It says it opens 24/7, but I don't believe.
So we're at the cenotaph now. It's a very nice one. What I like about theirs is they don't just list like a thing of the dead. So this is a memorial to people from the village that died, really, isn't it? But they do these as well. Victims civil, which would be civilian victims from this. And there's only a small place. Victim militaire, 1939, 1945, look. Yeah, nice cenotaph. This is the park up for the night that we've got, so we get showers and all that lot over there. Everybody's on electric, so it's camping car. Like I said on there, it's what I think it's £5 for a lifetime membership. You pay to come in on them, and you pay as you go on, but you do for motorhome, what they call it, thing. And so you pay for that as well. These are all over France, just like your all the motorhome. That shite one that you get in the UK, was it camping and caravanning club or whatever they call it, where you pay all that money and actually you still pay for things. So, but here, no, none of that. You pay £5, you get a card for that. They're all over France, just like the camping club thing, whatever you call it. And then but here, and you just pay to get on. This has cost us 14, well, it was 14.50 euros, so you're probably talking about 12 quid. And for that, there's showers, there's emptying for your water, your grey, your black, there's water fill, so everything you could possibly need is on here.